And yes, we are doing today, all of you know what we are doing. We are doing a edible Rakhi. This is the chocolate Rakhi that we are doing. And in our hampers, we've made some really nice chocolates that we're doing for our hampers also, with customized stickers and all about Rakhi. And we're doing a lot of cupcakes also this time for Rakhi. A lot of people have asked for cupcakes. So there's a lot of cupcakes going out, and there's lots of cookies and brownies. So my house is going to be flooded from tomorrow with all this. Okay, Bhavishya is also saying hi. Hi Bhavishya. So what are you making, Bhavishya? Hi Khyati, good to see you. Pratima, there are a few people who are doing the customized edible stickers also. I mean, my vendors are doing it. Hello Nazreen. Okay, I think, should we get started? Because anyway, by the time I melt the chocolate and all of that, that will take some time. So in the meantime, the others can join in. Alright. So now what I am using here is dark compound. I'm using Mode dark compound. You can use vanilla, you can use Mode. I am not using chocolate because chocolate needs a very different kind of handling. You need to temper it. You can't, so not everybody can do it. So that's why we are doing compound and not chocolate. I hope you guys know the difference between compound and chocolate. Do you? So now what I'm going to do is, I have to melt this over a double boiler. So I'll just 1 minute tilt my camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. So this will give you all a better view. I'm here. So now, to melt the chocolate, I'm using a kettle because it just makes it easier. I mean, you can do it in the microwave, you can do it on a double boiler, but here I'm doing it in this kettle. So I'm just going to let this melt. Okay. And now while this is melting, these are the molds that I'm using. So there is one which has got a flower shape, and one this is a plain disc. So these are the two I'm using. So let's first clean the molds while the chocolate is melting, because it's very important to have clean molds. You don't need any residues on your molds. So let's just get this all very nicely clean. Okay, so my molds are all ready. Sheetal is telling us the difference between couverture and chocolate and compound. Yes, like she rightly said, couverture needs a lot of practice and it needs certain temperatures for tempering. You can't, like, not everybody can handle it. Plus you need a AC environment for working with couverture. So that's why I'm using compound, because compound is way more easier to handle. Now this step of melting can be done on the gas over a double boiler or in the microwave. I'm just doing it here on the kettle for ease of showing it to you all. So we just melt this. Now I'm going to do two kinds of Rakhis. One I'm doing with nuts and one I'm going to do plain. So the plain one we'll decorate with some edible dust and some other decoratives, and obviously the one with the nuts will have nuts only. Yes, couverture contains cocoa butter, whereas compound is made with vegetable oil. I will also be showing you some with white chocolate, but I'm frankly not a fan of white chocolate. I am a die-hard dark chocolate fan, so yes, that's what we mostly make, the dark chocolate ones. Yeah, but I'll show you a couple of them with white chocolate too. Take a couple of minutes to melt. Thanks Sheetal for answering the questions. This has started melting, but we'll just need to have it thoroughly melted. Yes, microwaving is a good option, but I'm doing it on a double boiler here because I didn't want to be going in and out of the kitchen all the time to do it, to microwave it. That's the reason I'm using the kettle. Getting done now. You can see this is getting done now. Just a little bit more. Make sure that there are absolutely no lumps in it. You should not directly keep it on a flame. Always use a double boiler, and make sure that the water is not touching the bowl when you're using the double boiler. And even when you're microwaving it, make sure you do it only in 30 seconds, in bouts of 30 seconds, not more than that, because then your chocolate might burn. Okay, so yeah, you can see this is done. Now while we use this, I'll just keep the white chocolate also to melt. So I'll use this mold first, the flour one. Okay. Just mix it up well once. One second. Okay, now I have here these threads that I'm using. Now there are two ways of doing this. One, you can put the thread in the mold itself, but then make sure your thread is absolutely clean when you're doing that. So steam it a little and clean it very well. Or the second way of doing is we can make it and pack it in a plastic and then add the thread. So I'll show you both the ways. Oops, it's pouring over here. How many of you guys are from Pune? Bhumika says she's making cake pops. Nice. So I'm just going to clean these threads very well. This is hot. I'm just running it on the hot kettle ones, and I'm cleaning them up. Okay, I'll keep this here. And now, when you're making it with the thread in the mold, just place your thread inside. We first put a little chocolate at the bottom, and then I'll put my thread, and then I'm going to add in a little more chocolate, and then tap this well. Okay, I hope you guys can see. Yes, after we freeze it, the Rakhi will be stiff. Stiff in the sense it will be set. Dipping this inside so that it doesn't come off. Okay, just tap your molds well. I've just used only dark chocolate. There is no ratio over here. I'm just filling it up. Now for this one, now I also have some white chocolate which I have melted. So I'll just show you a few with white also. So this is white compound. I'm going to add white in a few of them. Now if you want colored ones, you can also add color to your white compound. Take white compound and add in any kind of a candy color that you want if you want to make it colored. And in case you want to do two colors, just drop a little of your white, and I'll just show you this. I've just put in very little white chocolate here, and I'm just going to fill in the grooves of the chocolate with this white. Okay, and now to this I'm going to add some dark compound. Tap these well. Okay. So this lot is now ready to go into the freezer. I'm just going to go chill this and we'll make the ones with the nuts. Alright. Okay, now for the ones with the nuts, I'm using this plain discs. You can also just pipe out rounds. So once again, we'll do a few with the thread. So I'm just cleaning my thread. Okay, make sure. And then I'm going to place the thread. And now I just add in the chocolate. Oops, this has become a little too much. Just tap this, and now I have here some nuts. I've got some almonds. You can use whatever you want. I'm just going to place these. You can do it the way you want. now in the center of all these are the flowers I have made, like this, if you can see. And now in the center I'm going to add one pink edible ball. Then I'll also show you another one. Now I have here some edible flowers. These are the rice paper flowers. I've ordered them on Amazon. They are available online. I'm just going to take one of these flowers and I'm going to put it here on top. Here. So I've added this one, and now my next one will. Some of you also asked for showing the colored ones, so in this white chocolate I'll just do one with the color also. So I have here a red color candy melt. This is the sugar-in one I'm using. So this is let's just tap this also. Take away the excess. Now if you want your Rakhis to have some flavor inside, you can add in any essence of choice. You can add in some Rice Krispies. So all that is as per your taste. All that can be done. So we are going to be freezing this for about 10 minutes because these are small. Ideally you should keep them for longer, but since I am showing it over here, I am going to take them out in about 10 minutes. And these will stay, since they are made out of compound, they will stay good outside. There is no problem. Okay, so I am just going to put this also in the freezer. Alright. So yeah, this was the first batch that we did. Okay, these are already done. So we'll just get them out. Okay, you can see these. So this is how they have turned out, and this was like really quick. Now let's just decorate these a little. So I have here some edible dust of different colors. Now I'm going to, and I also have these gold hearts. Just going to put a little chocolate on this one, and I'll put it in the center of this. All right. Of chocolate. So can you see these? And this is our black and white one. Doesn't this look cute? Now we are going to make them prettier. So I'm using, for the white ones, I'm using this color. This is like a peachish orange. And I'm going to just dab a little of this glitter. This is edible gold dust that I'm using. Can you see the colors? I don't know if the light is... Yeah. Okay, I'll use another one for the next one now. I'm using the pinkish one now for the use this. This one. adding a dash of this chocolate here. Can you see these, guys? Now I'll show you how to pack these, because obviously you can't keep them like this. So I have here, one second, let me just clean my hands thoroughly first. So I have these small pouches here. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to chop off this end, the seal king of where we stick, because I'm not going to be using that, and I'm going to open it from the other side too. Okay, so now I have like a tube. Now we're going to just pass this inside. Okay, here, and I'll just staple the ends. So yeah, this is my Rakhi. Now for the ones in which we did not put the thread, what we're going to do is, we are first going to pack it up and then we stick the thread. So it's up to your choice, how do you want to do it. I mean, frankly, I would prefer to have the thread outside. So we have this paper here, you can take a cellophane paper, and now I'm going to put this Rakhi here. Get all the four sides together. Okay, now I'll just tape this here. And now on this I'm going to tape my thread. So I have the thread, I will put the thread here, and this is how I'm going to keep this one. Okay, so for this you can remove the chocolate from top, feed your brother and tie the thread. And in this one you can have your brother eat the chocolate first and then tie the thread, because obviously you don't want to be tying the chocolate on his hand. So make him eat the chocolate first and then the thread can be tied. So these are the two ways of doing it, with the thread inside and without the thread. Now I'll just get the ones that are in the freezer. I'm sure those must be set also, the ones with the nuts. Let's get those. Alright, these are the ones we did with the nuts. So let's have a look at these now. So this is your one with the nuts. This is ready to be packed. You can see these. And these are our cute little colored ones. So the colored ones, maybe we can decorate them a little. And see, this is the one with the flour, the edible rice paper flour that we used. Now these once again can be decorated. So okay, this chocolate is kind of melted, so let me see. Okay, let's use this glitter. I think this would go well on these, right? this is going to be saved on our IGTV. So all those of you who have joined in late, the entire thing will be there on our IGTV, so you can see it later. Now, 1 second, let me just heat this up a little so that I can use this for sticking something on this. We'll just add a few flowers and stuff on this. Okay, this is done. Just use a toothpick to put in some. So I've just melted this chocolate a little bit because I want this the stuff that I'm putting on top, I want it to stick on it, so we'll just use this little melted chocolate. I'll put this in the center. And now I'm just going to putting one tiny drop of melted chocolate here. And then I'm just going to here. Doesn't this look pretty? So that was how you could do these. So any questions, guys? One second, let me just tilt the camera once again. Okay, alright, so I hope you enjoyed the session. And yes, this is my platter of Rakhis, and I'm so happy with them. They all look so nice and colorful. Yes, the live is going to be saved and it will be there on our IGTV video. You can check it out. And like I said, there are a lot of Rakhi hampers also available with us on our feed, on our stories. Check those out too. And yes, when you make easy and edible and handmade, so definitely your brothers are going to love this because you would have made it with so much love for them. So when you do make them, share pictures with us, and then you have to eat them before you tie them, obviously, because you don't want to be tying it and then eating it. So yeah, what you can do is just give them, let them have the chocolate and then tie the thread. So do share pictures with us, guys. In case you tag us and you have a private account, we will not be able to know. So DM us, send us screenshots. We'd love to post it on our story. So all those of you who try our edible Rakhis, do share pictures with us. Alright? And have a nice weekend ahead, and happy Rakhi to all of you. Enjoy Rakhi. Alright. See you soon then. Bye guys.